Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. And this is Alienist, Season 1, Episode 4. This episode is called These Bloody Thoughts. The last 10 minutes of this episode was everything. We finally got to see this crazy man with the silver syphilis climbing, anchoring tools that we've been chasing for 4 long episodes, figuring out, hey, is he just the only nut on the show? No. You have to be a little bit crazy to chase crazy. You know what I mean? Just like if you want to get thieves, you got to be a thief. You would have to have stolen something to understand what a burglar does. I feel like pleasure, pain, jealousy, unknown past, that is the gotcha of this show. It's the principle, I believe, on what it's birthed on, and we can't figure out how to get this guy before they all attack their inner demons. And we know Dr. K's got something going on. He said, kick the stuffing out of the ball. That's your mother. Then we see this mother situation in the park. It's a lot of odd crap in this series, but this guy climbing. Why is he doing this? The Saint. He goes by the Saint because he offers a better life to these people. He has the money to buy them gifts. I will say this, when John Moore was walking on the way to the restaurant to meet up with the rest of his team, he was bumped pretty hard in the shoulder by a man in a top hat. Not a top hat, but you know, like a Monopoly man type hat. And I strongly feel that was the man with the silver smile, even before we knew the now known identification of this man's face and the smile and how he is. He set them all up. This is a very intelligent person who has put this group of very wise folks, very well educated group of a team, and he set them all up, and that's the gist of this episode. I can't even say anything else. It's basically episode number 4 is we now know who he is. Now how are we going to find him? That's where we're at. Over the last couple episodes, we also got to see Dr. K and how he really leans upon his team, Cyrus and Mary, for assistance around the house. He needs help with her. He's pissed off with Mary because she wasn't there. He needed to get his boots off. He kind of plays John Moore to get down on his knees and say, hey man, I'm going to belittle you while you take off my shoes. But Teddy Roosevelt is telling this story of how basically they were going to duke it out, but he had this arm and a disability, but his heart was so big that they still were going to go at it. But everybody else would have seen Teddy as taking advantage of him. So this guy has a huge heart as far as what he's willing to do and conquer. And struggle with leaning upon everybody else for different things, and he takes from people. We saw that crazy lady in the beginning of the episode kind of sexually come on to him, and that's how he, you know, it's his whole gist. But I also wanted to stress that one of my favorite scenes this episode would be the movie theater at the picture show. We got the man reeling it in, there are waves, and then there's no sound, which was interesting because Mary was still able to feel everything, all the emotions involved, and the guy with the piano hitting the splash and the marks, and some people you saw jumping up just like, oh, like they were seasick. That was pretty huge, I thought, for this episode. Not going to keep y'all much longer because that was basically it. He's revealed, it's unveiled. We now know who this guy is with the silver teeth, with the silver lining. The dentist scene was off the chain to see the little boy pushing it down and spitting out the blood. And oh, one night in Venus gives you a lifetime in Mercury. Until the next time, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff, comment.